Yes. So hello everyone. Another series of the examples of liquidity. And for your case, you need to understand that liquidity is the area where a large number of buy orders or the sell orders concentrate. Okay. And in most of the time, the institution, or sometimes we call them the hedge funds or the market movers, they usually target this area because for them, they need exact serious volume of orders to execute their positions. Okay. And we have several examples. Like today, I'm basically going to share with you about one of the examples known as the internal liquidity, and this one usually happen within an existing current range price. So market usually target such while it's basically looking for external liquidity. Okay, so for this case, if you look at this is 5-minute time frame on XAUUSD. So this is an example of internal liquidity known as small consolidation zones. So for this case, if you mark this area, you realize that this is a consolidated area, okay? So for such consolidated area, the market movers usually target to take out such consolidation areas, okay? Because the general trend of this market was bullish, okay? So the general trend was purely bullish. So what we are looking for is for the market to take out this consolidation, okay? These are consolidated range. So for that reason, we expect this market to react, at least to take out the lowest point of these, at least to take it out. So in most of the cases, we can use even a straight line like this. So you can say we want to see market taking out this area from this point, okay? Let's say we want to see market taking out this area, at least this lowest point here, okay? So for that case, we will focus on what exactly market will do. And most of the time, manipulation is usually being used by the market to basically take this liquidity. Remember, the market needs to continue going up, but it needs to collect this consolidation, or the small range consolidation within the market. So you can go ahead and play and see exactly what is likely to happen. So you can able to see the market will continue going, market decided to continue going up. So if you see on the chart, it decided to go all the way up, okay? All the way up, okay? That is exactly how it runs. It goes all the way up like that. You see, it's even trying to stretch a little bit lower. So you can see on this other end, it's trying to stretch, you see. So such big candles, these are purely manipulation candles, you see. So that is purely a manipulated candle. So you see, so they are basically, they have used a manipulated candle to take out this. Okay, so this one you basically mark it with a circle. For example, this is already a liquidity sweep. This already, it's a sweep here. Okay, that is already a sweep. It has already taken out this entire liquidity. So for you, if you're basically going to trade, you'll basically place your buy entries here and look for an opportunity on the upper side. Okay, so for this case, we will place a buy here on this market because remember it has already been taken out. So for that reason, I'll target. I'll put my stop loss at least some pips away from that zone immediately after taking out the share liquidity. So for this case, because it's basically on a lower time frame, like 5-minute time frame, I'll even target just this area. Okay, for me, I'll just target this area as my target point. So I'll press my entries like that, maximizing on the liquidity. Okay, so that is it. Then I will basically watch the market to see what exactly it will do. Okay, so we can continue it out. So that is it. So push it up. So you see that market, that is how it stretched. It stretched all the way up. Okay, so as long as there's enough volume, that is how, that's basically how that market, that is how easy it was to use a liquidity in terms of executing your entry. So every time you trade in the market, make sure the market takes out liquidity before you react on that market. Okay, so for this and for more information, make sure you follow us here on TikTok and you subscribe. So thank you so much and have a nice time.